Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Heavens and today I'll be showing you how to set up your e-portfolio. First, you open your Chrome browser. Then you're going to type sites.google.com. When you get here, you're going to click this plus to start a blank site. Now you're here on your main page. And this is where you will create the cover of your portfolio. Now you need to name your site. So right here, you're going to put your name and you can click anywhere in the page to save it. Now you want to give your page a title. So I'm going to say my e-portfolio. Okay, now after setting up your home page, so this is our home page, we need to add some other pages in our portfolio. Now to add these pages in our portfolio, we need to look over here to the top right hand corner where we see Insert, Pages, Themes. Now we're going to click Pages. We're going to look to the bottom right hand corner where this plus is. We're going to click that. And we are going to type the name of our first page, and that is our introduction. And we are going to click done to save it. We're going to continue to do the same thing in order to create our other pages. Table of contents. Biographic sketch. Curriculum vitae. Place of employment. Teaching philosophy. Teaching goals. Teaching experiences. Now below teaching experiences, we're going to create some sub-pages. So in order to create these sub-pages, we're going to go where teaching experiences is. And where those three dots are, we're going to click that. And then we're going to click add sub-page. Now our first sub-page is going to be our guiding principle 1. So we go back, teaching experiences, 3 dots, add sub-page, and we're going to add guiding principle 2. Do the same again, guiding principle 3. And we continue like this until we get to guiding principle 6. Alright, now we have all the pages that we will need for our portfolio. So here we have our home page, introduction, table of content, biographic sketch, curriculum vitae, place of employment, and if we want to get this in one line, we can just stretch the edge. Alright, so everything is good to go. Alright, so now that you have all the pages in your portfolio that you need, if you look at the top here where you have insert pages, themes, when you go to insert, if you need to add text, you can click this text box. If you need to add pictures, you can click images. If you have a link that you would like to include in your portfolio, you can embed link. You can also upload things from your drive. Now there are some other things here. Now based on how you want the things to be arranged on your page, then you can choose any of these layouts. If you look below, you can use here to do your table of content page. If you want to put images on your page and you don't want to lay them out all over the page, you want to see one, and then if you slide it, you are able to see others, then you can do the image carousel. Button, if you want to embed a link in your site and you don't just want to put the link there, you can put a button and then insert your link. Now, if you have things on your page and you want to kind of separate them, you can use your divider. If you have things on your page and you don't want them too close to each other, or you need some space between, then you can use your placeholder. You can use this to upload your YouTube videos. And here are some other options. If you go further down, if you have a document, you can use that docs to upload it, Google Slide, Google Sheets, Google Form, and Chart. So you can click on those and insert them in your site. Now when you go to themes, you can choose the color coordination that you need. So for example, simple, so it's giving us a grayish look here up at the top. And if you should add anything below or want to add color, so then it would give you these colors based on this theme. So it all depends on the theme you choose, then your page will look a certain way. Now, if you look here at the top, if you have done something on your page and you want to undo or redo, then you will click one of these arrows. If you want to preview your page to see what it would look like when persons visit your site, then you could click this. You can see it from 3 different points of view. So you can see how it will look on a computer, on a tablet, or on a smartphone. Here, you could click here and you could get a link to share with others so that they can use it to visit your site. This one, if you click on that, you can choose who you want to share your site with. So if you want to share it with everyone that has the link, or you want to select a few persons only, then you have that option. Here, if you go into settings, it will give you different options like to add your logo and these different tabs at the top. If you want them to be at the side instead, then you can make those changes in settings. Then we have these 3 dots, you have more. So if you have this site and you want to make an additional copy, or maybe you want to share a copy with someone and they rename it and use it and so forth, then you could click on that. Then you have your publish button. When you click that, you're able to save all the changes on your site so that when you share your link, other persons may be able to see your link and see all that you have added to your website. Okay, so that's just a breakdown of basically how you will go ahead and set up your site for your e-portfolio. There are other interesting things that you can do to your portfolio. I will share that later on. So in your browser, you're going to click canva.com. And when you're creating your Canva account, you want to make sure that you're using your ministry's email account if you have one. Reason for that, you will get access to some of the paid features. If you use a regular Gmail account, it will be limited. But once you have used the MOE School's email account, then you will have access to numerous amount of features that they would have charged a fee for. All right, so here I'm in my Canva account. And as I said, if you don't have one as yet, then you would need to sign up for one. Just by going to canva.com, you can go ahead and sign up for one. Now, to create your different things in Canva, you can go to templates and you can choose the different templates that you would like. So here you have them and you can choose them based on categories. So if you need presentation, social media, video, banner, whatever it is that you need, it is all here. So you just search for what you need and go ahead and utilize them. Now I'm going to show you something that I've already created for my e-portfolio. So I'm going to go to projects and I have several things here that I've created in Canva. I will go to this first one. And here are some of the things that I created to use in my e-portfolio. So I made this for my cover page. So I have a professional headshot there. I have my name and I have that I am a primary educator and I'm also a lead teacher. I made this one for my introduction. So I placed this on my introduction page on my site. And these were some banners that I made. So at the top, where I had that gray background, I ended up put these there instead. So I made one for each page. All right, so for my page with my philosophy, I made this for that page. So I have a picture of myself and I have my philosophy there as well. All right, so here are my banners for my guiding principles. So this is for guiding principle 1, and I have Stacy knows the subject he teaches. So you know that the guiding principle says teacher knows the subject she teaches. So instead I personalize it with my name and say Stacy knows the subjects she teaches. And I did that for each of my header. So this is guiding principle 2 and I started out again. Stacy knows how to teach the subjects for which she is responsible. Guiding principle 2, Stacy is committed to the children's care, managing the learning process with due consideration to the diversity of learners and foster inclusiveness. So I did that for all of my guiding principles banner. Right now, if you realize that when you look at these banners that I created, they are moving. So I chose these because I want when I download them, they're able to move on my website as well. So what I actually did was I go to share and I would look for download And before I start downloading, I will choose the file type. So I'd click that, and instead of downloading it as a picture, I would download it as a GIF. All right. Then if I don't want to download all my pages at once, well, I can go ahead and download all at once. As you see, they're all ticked here, but I do not want to do that. I don't want to have to open the zip file and then extract and all of that. So I can download them individually. So I'll take that off and I would select the page that I want to download, and then I would click done, and then the page would download for me. So I can create all of these different things here in Canva and then go back and use them on my side in my portfolio. Now, another thing, so let me show you my website, how I utilize all of those. So I'm going to go to my website at this time, and here it is. All right, so this is my website. Let me put it in view mode. All right, so let me go to the home page. All right, so this is my home page, and you see there my picture, my name, and my position. All right, so this is how it will look when persons visit my page. My introduction, remember I showed you this in Canva, so here it is again. And see, it's typing because I chose it to be animated using the typewriting option. Now here's my table of content. Now what I did was use a picture for each page, and I hyperlink that page to the picture. So instead of seeing just words or phrase going down on my page for my table of content, like a regular table of content would look, instead I have pictures along with the title of the page, and once you go on the website and you click on it, then it will take you to the page. Let me show you that. So if I click on this picture, it takes you to the page with my biographic sketch. If I go back, I'm going to click, let me click one of my guiding principle 1. I click that. It takes me to that page. All right, so let me go back. All right, so here's my biographic sketch. I have my curriculum vitae, I have my place of employment, I have my teaching philosophy, teaching goals, teaching experiences, and then here goes my sub pages, guiding principle 1. And here with guiding principle 1, I have my action plans, lesson plans, assessment plans, teaching and learning resources that I've developed. And these are some of the resources that I interact with my students online. Now, if I go to guiding principles 2, I have lesson recordings, teaching tools, I have manipulatives and charts, students' work. If I go to guiding principles 3, here I have some performance incentives. I have incentives for reading, for good attendance, and so on. Here are some of the school events that I've been a part of. So Jamaica Day. So here I have a picture of myself. And remember I told you if you wanted to use the image carousel, so look below the picture, there are some dots, meaning that I have more than one picture here. So I could just go like this and it take me through the different pictures. Over here, prize giving ceremony, so I can do the same thing and it takes me through the different pictures. If I go further down on my page, careers day, do the same thing, scroll through the different pictures here. All right, and this over here on the right, I made this when we had online careers day, and then I would share this with my students and my parents. All right, if I go to guiding principles, and below I would put my extracurricular activities. All right. If I go to Guiding Principles 4, here I have my certificates and awards. So any program that or initiative that I participated in and I got a certificate, I place them here. Then I have some flyers here with different functions or events that I've participated in or hosted. Some of them have my picture on them, some of them don't, but I was still a part of them, so I included them here. I also have my teacher registration certificate. So I'm a registered teacher with the Jamaica Teaching Council. And below I would have recordings of sessions that I attended or that I was a part of. If I go to Guiding Principles 5, I would have involvement, parents' involvement. So anything that parents came in and they participated in, if I have pictures or videos and so forth, then I would include them here. If I gave out any awards or certificates to the parents, then I will also include them here as well. If I was a part of anything to do with community upliftment or parents upliftment, then they would go here. Then the final one, Guiding Principles 6. Now this is where I would have my recommendations. So if someone wrote a letter or some parent giving a testimonial or so forth, then I'll put them here. I also have my YouTube channel. Testimonials will go below. Alright, so that's basically what my e-portfolio looks like. And as I said, you can add your touch. You can go in Canva, use the different tools that are there, make your banners or anything interested that you can put on your site to make your e-portfolio attractive. Then you can go ahead and do so. Now, as you can see here on my screen, I am in my browser and I'm here, google.com. Now, if you look to the top right hand corner, this is my Gmail account. You can see that I'm logged in. If I was not in, then I would go ahead and do so. So now that I'm in my account, I'm going to click the 9 dots here and I'm going to locate my drive. So here's my drive, so I'm going to click on that. And now I'm inside my drive. Now in my drive, as you can see, I have many things. When I started out using this account, I did not really understand the whole idea of that I need to organize my documents, and so as a result it looks like this. However, nonetheless, I still went ahead and tried to organize it. Now if you look right here, you'll see where I have several folders. And so in these folders, I have different things. So this is my action plan folder, assessments in this folder, certificates in that folder. All right, now to create a folder, you will go here to the top left and you'll click new and you would click the first option that says folder. Then you would name the folder whatever name you want to give to that folder, then click create and then the folder would appear here. So after you would have created all your folders, then you can go ahead and add things to them. So if you look here in your drive and you have different things and you did not organize them before, what you can do is if you want to put this in one of the folder, you could right click on that document and you could click move to, and this is you're in your drive. So you would select which of these folder you would want to move that document to, and then it would move into that folder. So you can go ahead and add all that you need to add in all of those folders so you have easy access when you're ready to upload your different documents to this site. Now, when you would have created these folders and put the different documents in them, you want to make sure that when you create your site, that whoever you share your site with, they're able to access the documents that you have on your site. And so let me show you with this folder, so action plans. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to go where it says share. When I click share, what I'm going to do is anyone, so it says restricted or anyone with the link. So if I click restricted, then I'll be able to add the person up here based on their email address that I want to access my site. If not, I would click anyone with link, and so whoever I share the link with, they'll be able to access these different documents. Now I can change it and say whether I want them to be a viewer, commenter, or editor. And so then after doing that, I'd copy the link and embed it in my website. Now, when I do that, then persons will automatically have access to all the things that I would have in this folder. So I would not need to go ahead, and if I have 10 different documents in this folder, I would have to do that on them to share them with other persons. Once I put them in this folder, whether it's 10 or 20 documents in the folder, then persons will be able to access them because I would have already given the entire folder grant access persons to access the entire folder. So anything that is in that folder, they're able to access them. So that's how I'd go ahead and organize my drive by creating the different folders and adding the different things in them so that I have easy access them. I know exactly where to look for them when I'm ready to add them to this site. Now, if I do not have what I want to add to this folder in my drive, if I have them on my device, then I can go to computer. Sorry. I can go to upload and then I'll choose file upload and then I'll locate what I need on my device and then upload it to my drive, and then I could place it in whichever folder I want.